Today I'm going to show you around my brand new 2023 Talaria Sting and show you why I think the eMotos are about to take over the world. Let's go. Woo! These are big. So much power on that back wheel. 43, 44. Let's go find some donuts. So one of the first things I want to point out is just the sleek design of the Talaria Sting. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I get stopped a lot and people are constantly asking me, what is that thing? Where did you get it? And I'm always kind of explaining that it's literally the perfect hybrid between a downhill mountain bike and a full-size dirt bike. And that's what I love so much. But talking just a little bit first about the design and some of the specs that go into this. This bike is completely stock, just as it would come right out of the box. I haven't done any upgrades to it. I'm a really big fan of this Egg Rider display. It's really nice. It shows you your top speed, how much battery's on it, and then you can switch between like an eco mode and a sport mode. I love the grips. I think they look really good. The handlebars are probably one of the first things to go, but they're pretty nice. They could have a little bit more rise, kind of moving around looking. I believe it's a 19-inch wheel. The wheel's not going to be something you'd see on a mountain bike. It is definitely beefier than you'd have on a mountain bike, but it's smaller than what you'd have on a dirt bike, so kind of falls right there in between. The tires are pretty good coming stock. I think that they're really grippy on the trails. I haven't had any issues so far. And then the suspension is this D&M Volcano USD 8 fork that comes in the front. I'm not sure what the travel specs on it are. I was looking and I just couldn't find them. And then coming in back, you have this Fast Ace rear shock absorber. It has a couple different things that you can change up, like rebound and play and everything, and kind of same thing here on the fork. You've got your rebound adjustments and then your preload adjustments. So I have mine dialed okay. There's probably a lot more I could do with it, but feels pretty good. One thing I do want to point out about the Talaria that's going to be different from, say, your Surron is that it does have a primary gearbox back in here, which is really nice. The drivetrain it doesn't have a belt in it like the Surron does, and so I believe it has taken out a lot of the issues that Surron has had. So that's nice to know. It does need an oil change in the gearbox every 1,000 kilometers, so I'm going to have to keep up with that and kind of see how that goes. Looking at the brakes, I'd say this is one of the things that is pretty limited. It comes with pretty much like a mountain bike style disc brake. So when the bike weighs, a little bit over 100 pounds, it definitely limits that a little bit. Now going through the power specs of the bike, I know that's what everyone wants to know. This battery comes stock with 60 volts, 38.4 amp hours, and 6,000 watts. It says it'll go about 64 miles or so on one charge. I haven't actually tested that, so that's something I'll have to do in the future. But I probably get a good 2.5 hours of battery if I'm really on it in sport mode, doing hill climbs and riding the trails. I'm sure it would be more than that if you were just riding around town. There's definitely upgrades that people do. They put the 72 volt battery in, they upgrade the controller, and those are things I'll probably do in the future, but for now I'm really just kind of enjoying the stock setup of the bike. Yeah, I want to show you just how this thing works. I'm going to put the battery in, we'll get it started up, and then I want to take it for a test ride. So you're just going to put the key right here in the side. I do really like how they just made the power cord one full cord. I know on the Surron it's two. It's nice that you can just charge it with one, and the install is super simple. I'll show you how this all works. Just goes right here. Main power supply just plugs in. It'll show you how much battery is left on here. And then here's going to be kind of like your breaker switch. Turn it off whenever you take the battery out. The battery does shake around quite a bit, and so it comes with these rubber shock absorbers. I think it's supposed to have adhesive on it. Mine didn't come with it, so I usually just kind of like drop it in like this, and then when I shut it, I listen for the click. I know there's some other mods that people do to get the battery to stay in there tighter, but we're going to ride it completely stock today and just do the review like this. So turn the bike on. You'll see that the display turns on. You got to put the kickstand up. It'll say wait, and then you press the start button, and she'll be ready to go. The only thing I've added to the bike is this cool Peak Designs phone mount, so it just goes right there. You feeling better from your little crash? Whoa!
No,
That was a big crash. Maybe I'll get you some donuts.
donut!
We'll see. All right, here we go. First impressions when you jump on the Talaria, one of the best feelings is just how smooth it is. that was one of the very first things I noticed, just how like progressive and smooth it was. All right, so we're going 40 miles an hour up this hill. Super smooth, like over bumps. I'm not sure how legal this is, but I've been on here a couple times and people haven't given me a hard time. Oh, cute dog, look at that. I really love the ergonomics, like just sitting on here. I kind of feel like I'm on a dirt bike in the sense where I can get really up close. Oh, this is that little park here. I wanted to test this out. I love just like ripping through here. Watch me air this. Yoo! Yeah, that's fun. There's a little like rhythm section that I wanted to test the bike on over here. Oh, look at the deer. Oh, what's up, deer? I'm gonna spook them. Not meaning to. There's always deer everywhere. They just come down here and eat everyone's plants. Oh, look, this is that little rhythm section. I think you're supposed to ride it the other direction, so I'm gonna come up here and ride it the other direction. It's not gonna be fast. But let's ride it, because it just looks fun. You gotta just take it slow. It's kind of fun. Just like bump it up and over and watch. See if I can. Ah! Let him flat. It'd be sick to like double one of these, but there's no way. Oh, that was fun. Little rhythm section. I haven't done too much work on the suspension, but it does feel really good. Throttle response is good. I know there's a couple things that people do. They'll take out the brake sensor here. And taking out the brake sensor, I've heard, really changes the way the bike rides. I haven't done it yet. Like I said, this is still completely stock. So these properties up here I think are so cool. They're tucked up against this mountain and they've just got land and they're building these pretty cool houses up on this bend. Oh, look at this person on roller skates. That's classic. Oh, this is sick. I've never been up here. We're gonna rip these trails, see how they feel. Phew. Oh, the dirt is so nice today. Okay, so off-road, I gotta say that these things are just incredibly fun. Like, these trails would feel too small on a dirt bike. Nice. Woohoo! Sick. Gosh, that's fun. Okay, this zone is so cool. Oh! One of my first thoughts when riding on the trails is the hybrid feel of the bike. Like, your mind thinks you're on a mountain bike half the time, and then the other half thinks you're on a dirt bike. And in reality, it's just like, nope, you're on your own thing, dude. Like, this is a new sport. Like, I'd say this single track, it's really fun on it, but something a little more wide open, but not wide open enough that it just gets rutted out with all the dirt bikes. And look at that view. See how it does on this hill climb right here. Ah, it's definitely got torque and it just keeps going, so that makes it a lot of fun. Man, the way you can rip up trails on this thing, so much power on that back wheel. It's like people have like camped and had fire right here. It's pretty cool. I told the boys that I was gonna get them some donuts, so I'm gonna head down this way and just keep exploring. The tires and wheels feel really good. This is pretty narrow single track. I'm pretty sure I'm on a mountain bike trail and I shouldn't be, so I'm gonna head down. But I keep telling people that I think that this is gonna be its own, oh look, squirrel. It's gonna be its own genre of riding. Like, it's gotta be, because there's nothing else like it. And I would love to get purpose-built trails. Oh, look at this little free ride section. Oh, this is sick. The brakes on these aren't great. Suspension feels pretty good. Here we go. Brakes suck, but that's okay. Look at that house. It's got, look at that view. Oh my gosh. See this? Oh, long pole's going all the way. There we go. Misses the shot. That was sick though. Let's go find some donuts. I'm at 54% on the battery, so I'm feeling good. Oh yeah, we're gonna take this thing down State Street. Ooh, that thing's sick. This will be my first time like riding it on a real big road, so we'll see. I don't know the speed limit. It's 40. I can keep up with 40. Here we go. Max speed test right here. I'm pinned. 43, 44, 45, 46. All right, 46 was the most I saw on my screen over here. Is saying 48. My phone's saying 46, so that's right. What it says, 46, 48. See the horn. Oh yeah, that's pretty loud. That's pretty good. I feel safer on a normal motorcycle because usually the cars around you can hear your engine. Like, for example, no one knows I'm here. If I was on a motorcycle, they'd have all heard me and be like, oh, you know, the ones paying attention be like, where's the motorcycle? It's really weird not needing to shift, but I actually kind of like it. Like just the feel of the electrics. Okay, here we are, Daylight Donuts since 1954. Look at this place. It's this old donut shop. We're going in. I promised Parks and Bones some donuts. A bear claw, one of the critters, a couple glazed. Thanks guys, have a good one. Okay, Daylight Donuts. This place is the best. Let's see what we got. Ooh, little critter. 2 glazed donuts and this bear claw. I think it's Nutella bear claw, so it's things filled with Nutella. Can't wait. Snack on those. Look at this Tesla in front of me. Electric power, let's go. Oh, he's faster than I am for sure. Promised the boys some donuts. See how it goes. Look what I got. Donuts! Get them. How are they? Are they good? Okay, so to finish up the thoughts on the Talaria, I think it is one of the most fun vehicles that I have ever ridden. And I think it's because everywhere that you can ride it, it's so different from anything I've been on. Bicycle, you're limited to range and you're limited to time as well. And on a dirt bike, you're obviously limited to places where you can ride it. A road bike is the same way. With this, you saw that I was able to ride through the town, do some groceries, pick up donuts. I was also able to go rip some trails like in the foothills, in the mountains, ride on like a city pathway and just explore all within like an hour, hour and a half. I was able to do all of that on the Talaria. So the Sting, I think, is a great place to start. I know it's going to be cheaper than the Sting R. All in all, I'd say that the Sting would be a great decision. I love the ergonomics. I love the styling. I think that there's little mods that I want to definitely do, like the handlebars and the pegs. Maybe down the road, I'll do the controller and the battery too. But for now, I'm super pleased. I just can't wait to get back out on this thing. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep making content like this. So like and subscribe if you found this content enjoyable, and I'll see you next time.